Okay, first graders, so this is your module 10.6, and this is what your book looks like. What you're going to be doing is difference. So the word difference gets confusing for some kids because it's a big long word, but it just means subtraction. So if we look above, I'm going to do the little above part with you and then one of the problems down here. So first it says, look at this picture of cubes. And we've got this purple set and this yellow set. How many purple cubes are there? If we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 purple cubes. And how many yellow cubes? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 5. How many more yellow cubes are there than purple cubes? How could you figure it out? How many more yellow cubes are there than purple cubes? It gets tricky with the wording, but what we want to do is we want to see which ones don't match up. We can do this by connecting the ones that do match up. The ones that don't match up is the answer to that question. So there's 5 sets that match up. And then to answer our question, it says, how many more yellow cubes are there? Well, there are 3 more yellow cubes because we've got 1, 2, 3 that don't match up with anything. So there's 3 yellow cubes. How did we figure it out? We match them up by pretty much eliminating them. So because we matched them up and paired them up together, we figured out that there was no pairs left for that yellow, those 3 yellow sets. Now it says, how would we show this on a number track? Well, you've used number tracks before, and that's when we do our jumps. This little turkey guy, he's saying, I can count on or count back. So count on is our adding, and our count back is our subtracting. The difference between the numbers is always 3 jumps. He's saying that there's 3 jumps because he's looking right here, he gives you this example. So count on or count back, it's basically the same thing as long as we are jumping to the numbers that they give us. So there's 8 yellow and there's 5 purple. 8 and 5. So I could start at 8 and jump back to 5, or I could start at 5 and jump on or up to 8. Either way, I jump 1, 2, 3 times, and if I start at 5, I still jump 1, 2, 3 times. So then below, we are doing the same thing that I did above. So it's saying the difference is what? Difference means subtraction. So first, the difference is, we can pair them up. What's the difference? Which cubes match up? Okay, there's 2 cubes that don't match up to anything. So our difference is 2. So 7 took away 5 is 2. You're going to finish that up on this page. And then you're going to go over to this page and you're going to do the same type of deal that this, I don't remember the turkey's name, but that little turkey guy, that's what he did. So they show you above with a little example, but we'll do one of these so that we'll draw the little jumps together. So we'll do this first one together. Draw jumps to figure out the difference for each pair of shaded numbers, then complete the equation. So the equation is the set that we have to fill out. First, we have to find the difference. Difference, again, is subtraction. But we can start where we want. We could start at the 9 and count up to the 12, because that's the shaded one, or we could start at the 12 and jump back to 9, back to that shaded part. For me, I'm gonna say we're gonna start at the big one and go backwards because of the subtraction, because that's what they're gonna want us to write in the box anyway. So I like doing it that way, just so it's a visual. They're jumping up here, but you're still gonna have to start with that big number to subtract. So I'm gonna start on the big number, and I'm gonna start at the 12, and I'm gonna jump back 1, 2, 3. So to answer the first question, the difference is I counted 1, 2, 3. So that's my answer. So this is the part of the equation. That means we have to take the big number first because we're subtracting, we're not adding. The big number goes first. 12, take away what? We took away, how many did we take away? We took away 1, 2, 3. So the takeaway part is the number of jumps that we did. Equals 9. But either way that you do this, you're still going to get the same answer. So this might make a little bit more sense to you. I'm going to redo it quick, just because they give the difference is 3. So I'm going to say, look at it this way. I start with the big number 12. I put it there. Then I'm going to take away the other shaded box. So I'm going to say 12, take away 9. Because we're going to do the first 2 shaded boxes. The first 2 shaded boxes. So just make sure you do that. I think this is going to be a little bit easier. So 12 take away 9 equals 3 because of our 3 jumps. So 12 take away 9 equals 3. That way this answer is the same as this answer. So our 3 comes from the jumps. Our 12 and our 9 comes from our shaded part on the number line. Go ahead and finish this page and then this page, and then you will not need to do the step ahead. Bye, guys.